Here is the main gate of the Temple of Literature, the four pillar gate. You can see there are four pillars here, and in the past the four pillar stood next by the literature lake. That's area in front of the main gate, and the Temple of Literature and the literature lake in the ancient period were once complex without separations, but in French colonial period, the four pillars, as well as the literature temple, were separated from the lake by the street Quốc Tử Giám running across. So now people come here just focus too much about the temple of literature and forget about the lake. But it talk about the temple of literature, imperial economy complex, the full complex is also contain the literature lake. Okay, you can see on the top of the popular was the relief image of flanking young lion and dancing phoenix. There was sacred animal in traditional thinking of Vietnamese, and it was usually built up in ancient common halls and temple, which reflect the holy, the meaning, and the beauty of the valuable heritage. Okay, on the body of the four pillar was the parallel sentences, which highlight the spirit and the fondness of learning among people. Oh, in the past, the people thought that they appreciate learning very highly, and people has to learn to collect enough knowledge and information to become a qualified people. Yeah, so that's it about these four pillar gate. So keep moving to the three door gate.
The three-door gate of Temple of Literature has two stories. A is opening to the three doors. Above the three-door gate, there were written Literature Temple Gate, and the south, in relief of two dragons flanking the moon, were built up. On the left of the three-door gate, there were relief images of fish and dragon gathering, and fish and dragon looming in the cloud, depicting the happiness of successful students. On the right, there were relief images of big tigers martially going down from the mountains, depicting the graduates start their career with strong confidence. Parallel sentences in three-door gates were in praise of learning fondness of our people. The main door at the three-door gate were open for the king and senior mandarins on rare occasions, while the students and ordinary people go through the two small side gates. Now we have an architecture complex to both worship Confucius and to house the first University of National Culture and Science.
This complex includes Temple of Literature and the imperial economy, but there are separate construction built at different times. The first construction, literature temple, is a place to worship Khổng Tử. English name is Confucius. It was built in 1070 by Lý Thánh Tông King. He has it built in 1070, and Lý Thánh Tông was the third king of the Lý dynasty. Later on, imperial economies were built by Lý Nhân Tông. He has it built in 1076. Lý Nhân Tông was the son of Lý Thánh Tông, as well as the fourth king of the Lý dynasty. Therefore, here is an architecture complex to both worship the Confucius as well as it was the first economies of Vietnam. Okay, you can see here the Temple of Literature have 5 different areas, and it was separated from the outside by a strong brick wall. Each area and courtyard were limited by a brick wall, and of course it had door which connect among the areas. The 5 areas represented to 5 basic elements of metal, wood, water, fire, and earth. According to the traditional Oriental philosophies of Vietnamese, of yeah, of Vietnamese. The universe is formed by the combination of those five basic elements. There are, you can see here there are two big lakes. Like here at the two dragon eyes pond, usually located in front of the pagoda or the common harvest in the rural North Vietnam. Another feature about this area, among five areas of Văn Miếu, Temple of Literature, these areas have the most beautiful views and environment with hundreds years of trees with nice shadow and flower all year round. Okay, it's about the first areas of Temple of Literature.
The main exit leads to the middle door of Cửa Đại Trung, Great Middle Gate. Parallel to the main exit are the two small paths leading straight to the two doors. Thành Đức, accomplished virtue, Đại Tài, attained talent, to the right and the left of the middle door, respectively. This structure has a deep meaning that learning hard will make students become qualified men of both talent and virtue, and be able to put their talent to good use to serve the king and his society. Going through the Great Middle Gate, we enter the third compartment. Along the main exit is a nice view of 100-year-old trees with shadow lying across the grasses. The third courtyard is kept separate from the fourth by Huê Văn Các, the constellation of literature pavilion. Huê Văn Các has 8 eaves and one top roof, which reflects the yin point. Huê Văn is the constellation of literature, education, and examination. Therefore, despite being built in 1805, at a different time from other items in the complex, under the reign of Gia Long King in Nguyễn Dynasty, its architecture is still in harmony with the whole structure of the complex in terms of philosophy and content. For the design, the feature and the form of the pavilion quite match with the surrounding area. The sun symbolizes the learning spirit and sacred things. Around Huê Văn Các, there are parallel sentences praising the beauty of the deeper meaning of learning and literature. The constellation of literature in the sky is as bright as the humanity in life. Big River in springtime is as lively as the learning forever.
Hello everyone, I'm standing in the third area of Literature Temple. Now I will introduce you a very special point of this area, that is the two side plaque. In 1484, King Lê Thánh Tông decided to build this plaque with a view to honor the Dr. Re-Rate, who got the highest mark in the exam. About the plaque, there should have been 117 plaques, but because of the war, there are only 82 plaques until now. As you can see, the decoration, the sign, the shape of these plaques are different because each period has its own architecture. In 14th century, the pattern was strongly affected by Buddhism because at that time, Buddhism gained a lot of popular. In 17th century, the decoration of the plaque was much more sophisticated, and in 18th century, the plaque became bigger, higher, and the decoration was a little bit unpolished. As you can see, there was a turtle which is under a plaque. Now I will give you an explanation about why people choose to put a plaque above a turtle. You can see the posture of this turtle, which is creeping forward. And in Vietnamese culture, a turtle is the combination between yin and yang factor. The flat abdomen of the turtle represents for yin, and the arched cell of the turtle represents for yang. People believe that the harmony between yin and yang of the turtle will represent for longevity and immortality. It means that the knowledge of this country and the name of the doctors will last forever. In Vietnamese culture, a turtle also has supernatural power, so it can live forever. Nowadays, before any exam, students usually come here with a view to touch the stone turtle stilly. They believe that if they can touch the turtle head, they can pass the exam with a high mark. As so many people come here to touch the turtle stilly, so this plaque become glossy, and the authority with a view to preserve this plaque, so they ban people from touching this turtle head or this stilly. However, you can still come here to watch or to enjoy this plaque here and stand in front of this plaque, pray for the luck of your exam. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.